What up, Group? Welcome back to Alliance War Season 20, War number 11, where we take on GT40. And let me tell you, this is like the ultimate Alliance War, because this Alliance War determines whether we are going to be Masters or Plat 1. Now, we have done so great in so many wars, and we did okay in other wars, but we really want Masters, and I'm showing my path here. I'm going to end up going Path 2, and then Path 9. I've never gone Path 9 ever in Alliance War. Never works out fine for the second section. And then I'll be taking Hyperion Mini. But anyways, this war gets very close. Because if we lose, we're most likely going to be Plat 1. And we have to fight for our life in the last war. If we win this war, and the next war, if we get 100%, even if we win or lose, then we can still make Masters. So, let's watch how this turns out. So the first fight is against this Buff and Balance, and I believe, what's the node? It's against Medusa, Buff and Balance, and Return Policy. So if I nullify any of her buffs, she gains 60% of bar power, which means I am not able to use Hood on this node. So I'm going to save some health from using Ghost, and I'm going to use Wasp. And I don't often get to use my rank 5 Wasp in war, but when I do, I'm just so ecstatic to use her. It's just so fun. So let's go off against this 5-star Medusa. She is not a stubborn defender. Also, anytime she gains a buff, I'm going to be power drained. So therefore, I cannot really get any bars of power. Because anytime I get a bar of power, I'm going to be power drained. Because whenever she gains a Fury, it's going to put a power drain on me. But that power drain is an active debuff on me. Therefore, with willpower, I can heal up. So my goal is to finish at 100% by the end of this fight. So, I'm going to throw on some boosts because this war is super important. I have to boost up as the best that I can. Now, I don't have as many 30% boosts. I would be doing that if I wasn't confident in these fights. But I'm throwing on some boosts, and let me tell you, I'm running low on boosts. Running low. As you see, I have like one of each of those health boosts. I have to save those for this whole war. Because if I end up not having any more boosts, then I will use units, but I'm trying to conserve these for this war. So, here we go into the fight. Again, my goal here is to not be able to throw any specials, because we both know I'm not going to be able to land any of this fight. But it's just a Medusa. And honestly, if I do one hit heavy, I'll never get auto-blocked. So my goal here is to do one hit heavy, and I know that my heavy won't mess up anytime I do one hit heavy. If I do a full hit combo heavy, sometimes my heavy doesn't register. But one hit heavy, I'm fine. Because Medusa cannot auto-block heavies, and she only auto-blocks second and on hits, she cannot auto-block heavy, therefore the heavy just works fine. So now she's at a special 2, and I know if she hits me with this, I am done. I'm so done. So I'm going to make sure she does not go to special 3. I am not healing up from the power drains, because there's a passive heal block on this node, which I completely forgot about. But that's okay, because I don't think I used Wasp in any other fights this whole war, just this fight. Now, if I would have thrown a second hit into her that wasn't a heavy, I'm sure I would have got auto-blocked, and this fight would be over just like that. But I have about one more heavy left, and this fight is going to be over just like that. In the corner, and she's in the corner, so I can throw 2 heavies in a row. And that fight is down. I'm at 90%, which isn't bad for that fight. Barely took any blocked hits when I didn't need to. And on to the next fight, which is a Morningstar, which is super easy when using Ghost. She is not a stubborn defender. She will cause bleeds, but you can phase those bleeds right away, which I think there's a bleed that I don't phase right away, or I take a block hit somewhere, so I don't finish in 100%. But with a rank 3 Ghost, if I throw a special while I have a bleed up, and I can turn it into a Fury, then I can easily just kill her in one special. So I'm trying to get to a special 2 as quick as I can here. I'm phasing numerous hits. I'm only doing one hit phase here, just because I'm trying to get all the damage from the Furies that I can get. Now there's the bleed that's on me. As I told you, I couldn't phase it because I'm throwing a special, but I lost 3% health there. Not a big deal at all. Now there was a Warlock there, but I was not confident in that Warlock. The person in Path 9 took him, and I ran straight to this Domino Mini using the exact same boosts. And I believe I'm going to throw on a Tech Power Boost, just so that I can rinse special 2s, because when fighting Domino, the only way I'm confident in fighting her in war is if I have a Tech Power Boost. Especially on Power Snack Domino, where she gains all this power from any buff that I get. Any dexterity buff I get, any fury, any precision, any buff at all, she will get a power stack. Easy. Now, I phased all the hits there just so that I can basically emulate having a power start 1 boost. So I'm already at 1 bar power that quick. And I'm lucky these parries are working somewhat. I'm not sure how I got a parry off that, but it worked. Now, again, the only way to get specials off with Ghost against Domino is, like you see, I didn't phase it all there, is to have her run at you or to have her throw a heavy attack at you. And that's the only time you should be doing specials against Domino with using Ghost. Because there is a chance your phase will fail. Therefore, you won't be unblockable when hitting her. So you have to do it so that even if you're not unblockable, you'll be okay. Now, she is lucky, but it's okay. I get to phase through that special 1, or special 3 of hers, which I got pretty lucky. I'm trying to get to a special 2 again, so I can just rinse her with it. Trying to parry, but believe the parry, that one sticks. So she throws a special 1. I was trying to wait for her to throw it heavy, but she didn't. And I throw a special 2 right into her medium, and she is down. I lost, not even that much health. It was a pretty good fight. And on to this next fight, which I was super nervous about. This next fight is an encroaching stun Mole Man. Now, the beginning of the season in the first 3 wars, I took this fight. I didn't put on a tech power boost, but I died hardcore. Mole Man's specials take forever. Though if he throws a special and the encroaching stun is not even close to near over, but close enough, that encroaching stun timer is going to end, and then you are just dead. Now, I was waiting for someone else to take this fight, but he said he was somewhat confident, and I knew that I was nowhere near confident for this. But I knew that if I boosted up for this fight, I can use the same boosts for the next 2 fights after in Path 9. So, here I go. Not confident at all in this fight. I didn't throw on any extra attack boost in this fight at all, because I know that if I get to a special 3 after throwing a special 2, then I won't be able to. As you see there, I blocked hits. He is a stubborn defender. I'm trying to make sure that my special 2 goes over the encroaching stun timer. I just landed and just in time. But anyways, I know that if I throw a special 2 and I go a special 3 right after, I know that I'm not going to be able to get to a special 2 again and not get a special in time for the encroaching stun timer. I know I'll be done. But lucky for me, on this node, all specials give you 50% power back. So that, on top of the power boost that I'm using, gave me just enough power to get to 3 special 2s in a row and a special 3, which finished him off. I got so lucky on that node. But if I would have had any attack boost in that fight, or any extra special boost, I would have gone to a special 3 way too quickly after a special 2, and I would not have been able to rinse through before the second encroaching stun timer. But anyways, we're on this window of opportunity stun node, and I'm going to throw on some attack boost here because I didn't have it before, because I know that in this node I should have enough for numerous special 2s in a row. But if I parry on this node in the wrong timing, when I'm not allowed to do a stun, I will get stunned and I will be done. So I have to make sure I don't accidentally be a parry and I don't accidentally do any parries at all. Luckily, Quake is unawakened, so I can hit into her block all I want. Also, she is not a stubborn defender, so I can phase all I want. Now, if she gets defensive, I know I'll be screwed, but it's okay. I don't mind being in my corner as long as she doesn't throw any heavies. Now I'm able to do a stun, so I'm able to stun there. And I do take all damage back while stunning. So that's another note on this node, is that if I stun, I'll take all damage back, get to a special 2, I throw it, enough for another special 2, wait for her to run at me so she's close enough for me to throw it, and she is done just like that. I lost no health in that fight except for that one parry hit that I did, because I know that I take all damage back. And on to this guillotine 99. Now, if this node was flow, or if the global was flow, guillotine 99 would be very difficult on this node, very difficult, because it'd be hard to turn off her power. But I dueled like 1 or 2 guillotine 2099s before this to make sure that I'm able to get a heavy off on her heavy. But the only way I could do that is if I get in my corner, I bait her heavy, and I throw my heavy, and then I'll knock her down. If you don't do that at the beginning of the fight, she will go invisible, and the fight is going to be way harder. Because if she goes invisible, it's going to be really hard, unless you have a human torch or someone who can counter invisible. So I can't parry her. I made sure I didn't parry there. Throw my heavy in hers. I turn on her invisibility timer so she cannot go invisible. And I parry her because I can in this node when the timing is correct. Now, I'm not going to dodge this. I do block it because you do less power drain when blocking it. If you evade that, you do more power drain. but I turn on her invisibility again. And I'm trying my best not to make sure I don't get parried or hit. I am taking a lot of block damage because it is a highly ranked 1899. But I throw a heavy in her, turn on the invisible time again, have a special 2 ready, throw it, and I get just enough for a special 3. But can the special 3 finish her off? She's regenning a bit right now. But I have a rank 3 ghost. She does so much damage. Let's see if this finishes her off. Final kick, it does not. She's going to regen a little bit with a special 3. Luckily, I have ghost and hood synergy, so I'm able to phase through a special 3. If I didn't phase there, actually, I was pretty scared here that I didn't get a phase here, to be honest, because that phase was just in time. Just in time. But I do some blocked hits. I'm trying to get my phase back. I'm going to try and turn off her invisibility again, just beta heavy. This fight could have been over so quicker, but it's fine. I'm going to throw a special 1 into her face, and she's done. Just like that. One more fight to go. No deaths yet. And again, this war is scary, because if we lose, we're not masters. So then we have to fight for our life in the last war. Let's do this, fam. So this next fight is a Hazard Shift Hyperion. Now, I've done this fight around 3 or 4 times this season already. I guess 3 times, this is the 4th time. And I know that the first time I failed, but the next few times, I absolutely rocked it and soloed it. So I know that in order to destroy this Hyperion, I have to bait special 1s and block him to turn off his stubborn, because he is a stubborn defender. Now, I'm looking at what boosts I can use here. Trying to see what I have left. I'm like, alright, do I buy a health boost? I do. I need to, because if I get hit here, I'm going down, and I cannot get hit. I'm going to be taking a lot of block damage if needed. I am fully healed up with this ghost. Well, almost fully healed up, but healed up enough to destroy this fight. And he's also stun immune, so I cannot parry him. I can parry him, but it won't stun him. So, let's see how we do. I believe this is honestly the best I've ever done against Hyperion. So I'm going to block his special 1s. He's very nice with throwing them. Very nice with throwing them. I'm getting all these debuffs on me, which I love. Do all this damage, blocking all these. I think the next special 1 he throws, I'm out of range, so I don't run in here. Yeah, so I'm too far out of range, so I don't end up running at him. I just take I think I bait the next special 1. I don't know how I got that. Interceptor was so lucky. We're at 15 hits. We're almost at a special 2. Watch this. 0 damage in this block. 0 damage. Got so lucky there. We have 4 Furies. Huge damage. 50, 50, and 80,000. 1 special 2. That fight was over in 22 hits. You see I take a screenshot here because I'm so proud of that fight. The beginning of the season, I was like, there's no way in heck I'm ever going to take that Hyperion. Ever. Not a good fight. But the fact that I went from rags to riches in this whole season, I am so proud of myself. We did 7 fights, no deaths. We ended up winning that war, which means that we are secured for Masters. We are so happy. We were all just like super ecstatic. Now this season, I've died 5 times. We have 1 more left. Let's see if I can get an all-time record low of 5 deaths this whole season. But congrats to us for making Masters. We have 1 more left. Who we going to face? Could be someone good or bad, but no matter what, who we face off on, if we let them win and we 100% our map, we can still, hopefully, get Masters. But anyways, we are not ranked 2. That's just a joke. Thank you guys so much for coming to this war. 1 more left. This is Coop signing off. Happy gaming.